Look, massive game for both teams. Liverpool versus West Ham. West Ham in a relegation battle right now, and Liverpool trying to get into that top four, top five, top four, whatever you want to say. But look, it's a must-win game for Liverpool, and West Ham will be desperate to try to get some points out of this game. West Ham are a very good side. Since January, Nuno has really turned it around. He's brought in some of his players. He's made the defence more solid. He's improved the attack. They already had good players in the attack, but they've stepped it up a level. And West Ham's attack can genuinely cause problems for anyone. Their defence is now looking more secure, and it looked way more balanced. They've got people which are sort of didn't want to be at the club, like Paqueta. They've got people like that out, and look, it's for the better. And I can't see them going down. But there's other teams above them I can't see going down, so it'll be interesting. Maybe it'll be Spurs who has to go down. But look, as for Liverpool, we have to get top four or top five depending on what happens in the Champions League. I think that's how it'll work. If you look at our next few fixtures, we just played Forest. We managed to get a result, and look, Slot, you are a lucky guy. It was not down to any excellence from us or from the manager. It was just luck. I mean, he had the bottle to make the subs, but I mean, look, it was so obvious to make them subs for Gakpo and Salah to come off. West Ham is the next one. We've got Wolves in the league. I believe we got them in the cup as well, but focusing on the league, look, West Ham, Wolves, Spurs and Brighton. All winnable games for me. We have to go and take points from all of them. Spurs on their day can win that game. Brighton on their day can win that game. West Ham can win that game. Wolves can win that game. I actually think West Ham and Wolves are harder than Spurs and Brighton. At this moment in time, I think they're both performing quite well. And look, it's going to be an interesting one. Something has to change. We have to improve on the ball. We're not creating enough. We're not managing to string together even 4 or 5 passes against Forest. We just couldn't string together any passes. I just don't know what was going on. The players have to step up. The manager has made loads of things, weird decisions, and made loads of mistakes, and he's sticking with players that he shouldn't. But the players have a responsibility of playing 100%, making sure your passes reach the next player, making sure they've got the right weight on the ball, making sure you take the ball, you drive with it, defend well, move the ball fast. Simple things, press. All of these things are just so simple. But look, Slot has sucked the life out of the team, and when you think back to last season, it's not like he's drastically changed from last season. It's the same system. The only reason we stood out so much and we managed to have them little glimpses of excellence, we was playing so boring back then. But you had a Trent who, no matter how boring the system is, can ping a 50-yard ball, can play any through ball. He's the best passer in the world probably, most creative passer there is. So you had him at right back, and you had Luis Diaz, probably the most skillful, one of the most skillful, unpredictable wingers in the world. So within the boring play, when you have outrageous, unpredictable players like that, that just gives you the edge and enough to create goals. And then you had goal scorers like Diogo Jota, obviously Salah, Gakpo chipped in with 18. So you had the goal scorers to go with it, and you had the creativity, but you had the boring style of play. Now we don't have that. We don't have these wingers who can get goals really. No one's really contributing. Everyone looks so poor. We don't have Trent to just boost to that build up from the back. And look, yeah, I could go on forever about last season, this season, Slot's tactics, whether he'll be here next season. And if he doesn't get top 4, top 5, it's hard to see him still being here next season. But it seems like the owners want to stick with him. I just don't see a progression with his tactical style of play, in my opinion. Does it make us better than other teams? Does it make us better than, for example, an average Chelsea team, which we're coming up against at the moment, which we're battling for top 4, top 5 with? No, it doesn't really make us better than them. Does it make us better than Manchester United right now? Not really. So is it progressing us? Under Klopp, even when we didn't have the best players, you could see the system was taking us in the right direction. Arteta with Arsenal, you could see anyone who knows football could see Arsenal was getting there season by season. We was thinking, look, they're knocking on the door, they're improving. And even now, they play a lot more physical and set piece style. But when they first under Arteta started coming through, they looked exciting. And look, let's get into what I would play for this game, not Slot. So forget what Slot would do. I'm the manager right here, yeah. So drop a comment, like, subscribe, whatever. Let me know what you guys think of this team, what you would play. So for me, it would be Alisson in goal. Frimpong at right back. Look, Frimpong has to come back in. I've watched the presser. He will be fit for this game. Has to come in. And look, he's going to overlap. If Nuno likes to sort of play defensively, so he's going to overlap. He's going to hit the bar line. He's going to get crosses in. And he is just a problem. He's someone who we need to play. He's going to be key for us in the future. He's got a lot of improving to do, but at this moment in time, with a lack of squad depth, he's someone who I want to see in. Van Dijk, Konate have been excellent this season. Them two have to play. Big up to Konate as well. Look, he's turned things around and he deserves all the credit because he's gone through a crazy time in his life and he's still performing like this. Like, people forget about real life situations sometimes. Kirk has been very impressed with him. He plays left back. He's just so energetic, crazy guy. But look, he's a baller. He's improving game by game. That's what you want to see. Gravenberch and McAllister would be like my holding players, with Szoboszlai just in front. So pretty much Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, however you wanted to line it up, I'd play them three in the midfield. They won the Premier League for us, so it would be them three in the midfield for me. I think Curtis Jones has been a bit on and off. He had a good game against Brighton and then like off the bench, and then against Forest I didn't think he was all that. Now this is where it gets interesting. So on the right I've gone Rio, so that would mean right back we would have Frimpong, right wing we would have Rio, so you would literally just have blistering pace on that side, and you've got Gravenberch who can cover Frimpong and just sort of fill in that gap. I'm not expecting Gravenberch to push forward too much, but with Frimpong and Rio, you're telling me any low block is stopping them on that side? I can't see it. And Rio, look, if Frimpong's occupying that very wide right space, Rio can just sort of drop onto the 18-yard box and just try make runs into the box, get on the ball on the edge of the box and try to run through. So that's why I'd have him there. And plus, he's another guy who's going to hit the bar line, and that's why I would play Cody Gakpo on the left, because Gakpo may not be the best at being a winger, but what he is good at is getting to the back post, winning headers at the back post, scoring tap-ins at the back post. And if you've got Frimpong and Rio on the other side, he is going to finish them chances. Gakpo can finish. He struggled a little bit with creating and being predictable and style of play, but one thing Gakpo can do is get on the end of crosses and stuff like that. And I just think he's a little bit more competent than Salah right now. He's still in a good age. He's physical. He's fast. He's not fast. He's physical. He's strong. Do you know what I mean? He's still in a good age. He's in sort of his prime ages. He helps defensively with the left back, which people sort of don't recognise because he's been so poor with the attack. But I think Gakpo is probably more likely to be there next season than Salah. I'd rather just keep playing him. Look, if it's not working, take him off. Put Rio on the left, put Salah on the right. Just because Salah's not starting doesn't mean he's not coming on. Same with Chiesa as well. He could come on. And then up front, obviously, Ekitike. Look, a lot of people saying, oh, his heading's rubbish. I agree. I used to be a player which was just creative with the feet, tall, but didn't really want to header it. And he's a bit similar, but look, he's a baller. He does have to improve on a few things, but he's still so young, still so raw. Just want to see a little bit more from him. Hopefully, if we've got players on the right who are actually hitting the bar and are crossing, that'll create him double the chances he's getting right now. Because with Salah at the moment, he doesn't want to take anyone on. He sort of wants to stand on the side of the pitch, sort of a bit deeper, and just try to play balls. And that's what happens when you get a bit older. It's not Salah's fault at all, but he just can't keep up with the game. And look, if you was to play Gakpo on the left, he would be playing against Wan-Bissaka, the Spider. Obviously, that would be difficult, but look, it is what it is. You can maybe swap things around, but that's what I'd play. So Ekitike up front, Gakpo left, Szoboszlai in the middle, Rio on the right, Gravenberch, McAllister, and then the back four speaks for itself with Frimpong right back. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you in the next one.